In the end, the world always wins. That's just the way of things. Believe those who are seeking the truth. Doubt those who find it. There is no saint without a past, no sinner without a future. If the road is easy, you're likely going the wrong way. Don't be afraid to challenge the pros, even in their own backyard. In war, numbers alone confer no advantage. Do not advance relying on sheer military power. Never feel guilty or ashamed for the mistakes of others. In the end, it will all work out okay. The end isn't final if we're not okay with it. The snow goose need not bathe to make itself white. Neither need you do anything but be yourself. A constitution that is made for all nations is made for none. Keep going. It's not as difficult as you feel it is. Don't give up. The company you choose to keep says a lot about who you are. One may know how to conquer without being able to do it. You will never know how high you can climb until you reach the top. The trick is to enjoy life. Don't wish away your days, waiting for better ones ahead. The road to success is dotted with many tempting parking spaces. Words offer meaning. When you've got the meaning, you can forget the words. Life is a comedy to those who think, a tragedy to those who feel. Of all those in the army close to the commander, none is more intimate than the secret agent. Don't react. Cut them off silently. Gratitude is best refined through the fires of adversity. Remember that the happiest people are not those getting more, but those giving more. The distance between insanity and genius is measured only by success. Sing your life. Any fool can think of words that rhyme. The good fighter is able to secure himself against defeat, but cannot make certain of defeating the enemy. When inequality takes root, a garden of problems flourishes. A tiny change today brings a dramatically different tomorrow. Verily, God does not reward man for what he does, but for what he is. If you can't explain it to a 6-year-old, you don't understand it yourself. Make your lives a masterpiece. You only get one canvas. All shall be done, but it may be harder than you think. Life is worth living as long as there's a laugh in it. To understand the limitation of things, desire them. But the truth doesn't need to be known or believed to be true. You will always find an answer in the sound of water. Even in the loneliest moments, I have been there for myself. Any fool can know. The point is to understand. When truth is replaced by silence, the silence is a lie. To truly laugh, you must be able to take your pain and play with it. It's not whether you got knocked down, it's whether you get back up. A traitor's just a patriot on the wrong side of winning. The man who has forgotten self may be said to have entered heaven. There's so much to be grateful for. Words are poor things. The truth is not always beautiful, nor beautiful words the truth. Slowing down was how we remembered what we never wanted to forget. Never get bitter. Life is a medley of good and bad ingredients. Knowledge is responsibility, which is why people resist knowledge. Wake up with determination. Go to bed with satisfaction. Once you realize you deserve better, letting go will be the best decision ever. Sometimes you recognize truth because it destroys you for a bit. For a word to be spoken, there must be silence, before and after. Everything in life is speaking in spite of its apparent silence. Life, unfortunately, doesn't seem to care what we want. That is all very senseless, but this senselessness has a pretty mouth, and it smiles. Life is like an onion. You peel it off one layer at a time, and sometimes you weep. If truth is not acceptable, it becomes the imagination of others. Nothing makes a person happier than having a happy heart. Life is 10% what you make it, and 90% how you take it. Energy may be likened to the bending of a crossbow, decision to the releasing of a trigger. Being defeated is often a temporary condition. Giving up is what makes it permanent. The only time you fail is when you fall down and stay down. Don't flail against the world, use it. Flexibility is the operative principle in the art of war. Sound intelligence promises victory in every battle. An opinion should be the result of thought, not a substitute for it. And remember, no matter where you go, there you are. Life did not intend to make us perfect. Whoever is perfect belongs in a museum. There is nothing more frightful than ignorance in action. But you don't have to give everyone the benefit of the doubt. Someone else's progress doesn't make yours any less. If everything seems under control, you're not going fast enough. Respect yourself, and others will respect you. If people treat you like an option, leave them like a choice. Know thyself, know thy enemy. 1,000 battles, 1,000 victories. Nobody ever lives their life all the way up, except bullfighters. In my heart's most secret place, I pity them as angels do. We don't receive wisdom, we must discover it for ourselves. When you change your thoughts, remember to also change your world. Go slowly, so that you do not bite your tail by accident. People, in general, would rather die than forgive. It's that hard. So shut up, live, travel, adventure, bless, and don't be sorry. Change the way you look at things, and the things you look at change. Don't waste your time with explanations. People only hear what they want to hear. Feel your emotions, live true your passions, keep still your mind. Better the comfort of a lie than the absurdity of the truth. You talk when you cease to be at peace with your thoughts. Flow with whatever may happen and let your mind be free. You have to notice the truth in order to be able to avoid it. Belief can be manipulated. Only knowledge is dangerous. Pretend inferiority and encourage his arrogance. It is during our darkest moments that we must focus to see the light. Keep your eyes on the stars and your feet on the ground. There are no second chances in life except to feel remorse. Show me that I am everywhere and get me home for tea. Don't depend too much on anyone in this world, because even your own shadow leaves you when you are in darkness. If I had to live my life over, I'd live over a saloon. Don't get so busy making a living that you forget to make a life. Do it now. Sometimes later becomes never. If you only shine light on your flaws, all your perfects will dim. To have a human form of a joyful thing, but in the universe of possible forms, there are others just as good. Talent hits a target no one else can hit. Genius hits a target no one else can see.